Join us this week as we make our way from Ohio to New York and realize we've pushed our RV tires way past comfort. There's Canada over there, but not before we learn how to play disc golf. And I use the word learn very loosely. Lost my Frisbee again? I lost mine again.
Mine looks way better.
A big thanks to the sponsor of this video, eTrailer.
Trying to get a little something off my to-do list this morning. Before we get going, our friends Mike and Shelly from Camping with the Compers are still here in town, and we've got one day to go on this trip before we head off further into the Northeast. And they have challenged us to do something we've never done before. I don't even know the rules, and hopefully not embarrass ourselves completely. They can teach these old dogs some new tricks today.
Competition.
Yeah, the upside is we don't know what we're doing either, so.
This is why we like Mike and Shelly, because we haven't even made it to the first one and we have already made our own rules and cheated.
So we don't need to find number one. Right. We're probably not going to play all 18 holes anyway.
Even with great teachers, we realized that they took it pretty easy on us. So I would discourage using this video as a learning opportunity and read the official rules.
This is a par 3.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
The longer this widget is, the harder you have to throw it, but the further it'll go.
Okay.
So this is like your driver, and then you got the mid-range one, and then like a putter.
But we did happen to name some pretty sweet moves that you can try out, if you can without pulling something.
I am here to make you feel better about yourself.
We're out here to encourage people to do it and not feel stupid.
Try something new.
Ah! The airplane.
Ah!
The catwalk. The side shot. Are you trying to hit me? I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing with you. The straight and narrow.
You didn't throw it in the woods.
Look at that storm coming at us. Tree chopper.
Oh!
They told us one of the important things to remember is to try to avoid poison ivy, and I think this is why. We're way past par at this point. The Elvis. I need to remember what color my disc is.
Hunting for my Frisbee, hunting for my Frisbee. Oh, there it is.
Nice job. Lost my Frisbee again?
Oh! We might get wet.
We might. It's hot. Nice work. Woohoo, woohoo.
Oh!
Did I hit you?
The wind may become a factor. Humidity change with the storm blowing through is gonna, you know.
Yeah, it could really affect
It could
the
really
flight of your disc.
It could.
Sure.
It could.
Barometric pressure.
Yeah. It'll zig when it's supposed to zag.
I'm gonna hit a tree. I know I'm gonna hit a tree.
The tango. The bowling kick. Now the rain is causing the disc to be slippery, and that's what's causing all these really bad throws. The sprinkler, aka don't lose my sunglasses. The focused. Hole in one right here. Princess kick.
Where's your frisbee?
First throw. You go.
The show off.
Oh, in the woods.
I lost mine again. I have to start paying attention to my disc. The poison ivy.
Right there on the point.
What?
But you gotta throw it across the water.
No way.
Mine looks way better.
Nice duck as you go. Oh!
Oh, not in the water.
In the water. Yeah, you got to throw it from there over there.
Is it travel day again already? What? I'm looking for Cody. There you are.
Yeah, it's me.
We still get pretty frequent emails and messages asking about our bike rack. And although we aren't the foremost authority on bike racks, we had to go to a bike shop because we had no idea what we were looking for.
We got our e-bikes in Indiana. My original thought was I'll just put them in the pass-through storage and fold them up. Found out really quick I didn't want to do that every week. There's a lot of things to consider when you're buying a bike carrier. Like if you're going to put one on the back of an RV, you probably need an RV carrier because this is where most of the bounce is in the trailer when you're going down the road.
I think they consider that RV rated.
So we went to a local bike shop, told them what we were doing. They walked us through and told us the different things we needed to consider. Problem is we paid way too much. We found out later E-Trailer carries these SWAGMAN bike racks along with a bunch of other brands. And if you're like us and you're not quite sure what you need, get on there and talk to one of their customer service enthusiasts in the chat. They will make sure you get the right rack for your truck, your trailer, your bikes, big bikes, little bikes, in between bikes. They've got them all and they're going to point you in the right direction.
We do always encourage people to pay attention to just a few things in our experience. One is the weight, obviously. We have pretty lightweight bikes, so our rack may not work for someone else. The RV rating that Cody talked about, and obviously your hitch size is going to vary, and that's important as well.
Depending on what kind of receiver hitch you have a different shaft on your bike. Maybe you don't have a receiver hitch on your bumper pull travel trailer or your fifth wheel. E-Trailer sells that kind of stuff too, so you can get the whole package in one place.
We move really often, every single week pretty much, and this thing has held up being beat up and down the road a lot. So to us, there's no better review than that, except the one strap that snapped that Cody refuses to fix.
It's not that I refuse. It's like, who wants to order just a $4 part? I keep forgetting about it. But if it'll stand up under us, it's probably a good one.
Go put your clothes on. Daddy made you naked. You went naked. Now you're dressed. Now you're ready. A little bit of a line.
Bit of a line.
Somebody snoozed their phone today.
No, I didn't snooze my phone. I turned my alarm off. I had it set for 5 o'clock.
We both did it.
And I woke up to sunlight coming through the window at about 6:45.
We should still be okay. Business first.
Business first. Got about 5 hours to ride today, 325 miles. I always figure an extra hour, so I figure it's going to take 6 hours. So we're doing fine.
why don't we take a trip to New York?
You know, why don't we just go to New York for a bit and see what's up there?
There's Canada over there. It's really pretty out
It is.
here.
I love New York. I mean, this is only the second time we've been here, but New York is beautiful.
Cannot express to you how much I'm happy that you're doing this. I have smelled smells out of our toilet that I haven't smelled in a long, long time.
Now, don't sit here and tell lies to the camera. You have smelled that smell in recent history. Remember the truck camper?
Oh,
We picked it up. Pretty sure that thing hadn't moved in 2 or 3 years, and so I know it hasn't been flushed in a while, but we have been on non-full hookup campsites for 4 or 5 weeks now, and with that, I haven't done a good flush in 4 or 5 weeks, and I know when we left Illinois, we've basically just been dumping our honey wagon full, which is about 28 gallons if you can get it full. So this thing hasn't even been fully dumped in like a month.
and to top it off, we ran out of toilet treatment last week. Finally got some, so I'm anxious for this to happen.
So we're gonna hit up the Flush King, watch my flow meter. We're gonna make it smell good again. You don't have to have it, so it's probably not essential, but man, it's nice to have. I kind of do it in stages. I like to dump the black tank, and then I'll run 10 or 12 gallons in, dump it. Then I'll run about 20 gallons in, dump it. And then if I still see stuff coming out, I might run 30 gallons in just to flush everything out. Luckily, we have great water pressure, and in the time I've been talking to you, we've pumped out 10 gallons. Clean, 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 clean.
Not clean.
Not clean at all.
We're not going to put you through that. But in the meantime, I'm going to go get some food ready to warm up because I know you'll probably be hungry when you get done with this.
Yeah, because there's nothing more appetizing than flushing your black tanks, but I do want to go to the pool when we get done with dinner because we're in New York. I don't know why I expected it to be super cool, but it's kind of hot. It's not oppressive yet, but it is kind of hot.
How many?
Just 3, believe it or not. 3 got it, but it was,
Okay.
the first 2 were pretty sludgy. The third one was pretty clean, so I think we're in good shape. I'm just gonna put 4 or 5 gallons of water in it so we have a good base to start. Treat it with a little liquefied, and it will smell no more.
Perfect.
You're welcome. Let's talk about tires, and let's talk about one of the best ways you can prevent a blowout.
Don't do what we did.
Before you let me know in the comments that this tire should have been replaced a long time ago, I want to take a quick second and just talk about tires. At a minimum, if we throw one of these tires in a blowout, it's probably going to tear up our metal skirting. That's expensive, not to mention the bottom floor of the slide and all kinds of wiring and things that go under there. And we for sure don't want to be on the side of a busy interstate changing a tire. Whether we put it on video or not, the last thing we do before we move is to check our tires, our lights, and we do a tug test. The best way to prevent a blowout is proper inflation. We always inflate to 110 max cold. That's what our tires call for. But the second best thing we can do is make sure our tires are in good condition. We don't have any bulges on the sidewalls. We don't have any splits. We don't have any cords showing. We're getting close to that here. And we want to make sure we swap these tires before they get below safe and legal limits. A good way to cheat and see if your tires are needing replacement or about to need replacement are to look for the wear bars in your tire. And a good general rule is when your tread is even with your wear bar, like we are right here, it's time to replace. Some people run a little farther. I generally stick to the wear bar limits. And for just a couple bucks at your local auto parts store, you can grab a tread depth gauge. Works just like this. We stick it in the tire and it gives us a reading, and you can see this one is under 430 seconds. It's in the yellow. It's time to go. Now we used to have treads over here. So you can see it's at a 0. It's way past the point of being safe. And honestly, I shouldn't have even pulled it on this last trip, possibly 2 trips.
Since Cody and I have been together, I have never seen him let tires get this bad.
And honestly, the reason we've waited so long was logistics. When I saw this and said, it's probably time to go, it was 2 or 3 weeks back. I like using discount tire, and there wasn't one within a couple hours. Couldn't find one up here in Niagara Falls, New York, so we're gonna use Mavis tire down the road. And the question is, what kind of tires are we gonna put on now? Because our trailer came stock with the Goodyear Endurance. That was an E-rated tire at 80 PSI. When we changed these out in December of 2023, we went to the Carlisle CSL 16. It's an all steel body, 14 ply rated tire, 110 PSI. And these have been good tires. They've been on, like I said, since December of 2023. And the ones on the door side of the trailer or the passenger side of the truck still look okay. We're gonna go ahead and swap all 4 out. There's a lot of irregular wear here. And on an automobile, like a car or a truck, you've got something pretty well wrong if you're seeing stuff like this. However, in my personal experience pulling trailers since I was a teenager, stock trailers, flatbed trailers, boat trailers, campers especially, I've never had a trailer that wore tires evenly. A lot of times at the factory when they set the axles in the hangers, they just put them in spec, and while they're close, they're usually not perfect, and that's what we run into here. This was the rear tire, this was the front, and you can see the front has a lot of meat left in it at 730 seconds. In the commercial world, there's a school of thought that you should get about 6,000 miles for every 32nd of tread. I would tell you that's probably pretty accurate on a pickup truck, definitely not accurate on a trailer. And while we're great over here, we're horrible here. My spring hangers look great, my springs look great. We just repacked the wheel bearings, they look great. We don't have brakes dragging or anything like that. This is strictly a trailer alignment issue, as best I can tell. And since we got the same results as we did last time, I'm not gonna spend a bunch of money trying to chase down an alignment on a trailer. Now, I've been very happy with these Carlisle tires. The sidewalls are so thick, in fact, that when we broke a valve stem and had a flat tire, we really couldn't tell the tire was even flat. If this were a cheaper or a tire that wasn't built quite so well, I'm not 100% sure we would have made it here. And when we talk about temps, we all know as it starts to warm up outside, those tire pressures are gonna come up with it. Another great reason to always start at the proper inflation level, because an underinflated tire is gonna generate heat on the surface a lot quicker than a properly inflated tire. So proper inflation is a great key to help prevent blowouts. Don't be like me. Please replace it and then replace it next time before it looks this bad. We've got new tires sent down here at Mavis here in Niagara Falls, and we'll answer the big question, would we buy this tire again, or are we gonna go with something else? And the answer is yes. I did like these tires so much, I bought the same ones again. I looked at the Saloons, I looked at the Hercules, and I looked at the Cooper Work Series. They're all pretty comparable in terms of load rating and stuff like that. One thing that's interesting is these are an 81 mile an hour rated tire, where a lot of the competition is 73, 75 miles an hour. We don't tow at 75, we sure don't tow at 81, but in the event it's a downhill situation or we have to do something crazy to pass somebody, it's nice to know it's there. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. One thing that's interesting to note is where the old ones said Carlisle, these say Carl Star, which is, I think, the parent company of Carlisle. Otherwise, it's the same tire. Another reason I like taking my tires to the shop is I don't necessarily trust people to hand torque. These are right about 11, 12, 30 seconds. A little more meat than the ones I took off had on there. I went to get the first set swapped out. I reminded them, don't throw away my metal valve stems. They want to change the valve stem as a precaution. If you guys remember the last time we got tires, we had the hardest time finding metal valve stems. We actually got the tires done and drove for a while before we were able to get our metal valve stems. And if you're using the TST tire pressure monitor like we are, metal valve stems are a must. So tonight we're dropping these off, and they may not get them done till tomorrow. So just in case I don't get to actually talk to the person who's doing it, I'm leaving nothing to chance.
Make sure you are your own advocate. Make sure they don't throw them away.
On the commercial side, we hardly ever replace valve stems unless there's one that's actually broken or physically leaking.
Let's see the damage on 4 Carlisle tires, mounted and balanced. Woohoo! $1,159.96.
So that comes out to about $30 more per tire than the last time I bought them, which was just under 2 years ago. So not too bad. The price of everything's going up. Our trailer came with Goodyear Endurance tires originally. We got about 18,000 miles out of those tires and they were smoked, shot. I never really liked the way they set. They were an E-rated tire and they always looked like they were just a little bit flat. So I'm really happy that we upgraded to G-rated tires last time and went with the same tire this time. We got about 22,000 miles out of these and I'm happy with the life and the performance. Let's hit the quick checklist to prevent blowouts. First and foremost is maintain proper pressure. We inflate to max cold before we take off. There's other ways of doing it. If you have weight charts in the manufacturer, you can deviate from that one way or the other. But if in doubt, inflate to max cold before you take off for the day and use some sort of a TPMS. We like the TST 507 system. I've been using it for over a year now, and so far it's the best one I've found, and I've tried a few, but have some way to know what's going on with those tires from the cab. Make sure you're staying under your load limits. Those load limits are usually right on the side of the tire. Hit that cat scale from time to time and just make sure the tires aren't overloaded. Overloading causes more pressure, causes more heat, and heat is your enemy when it comes to tires. Replace those old tires before something bad happens. There are a lot of articles online about how to read date codes and things like that. If you don't move your RV much, there's a good chance you might have to replace those tires before they're actually worn out based on the date code, so make sure you're checking into that. The number one way to avoid excessive heat is to maintain that proper pressure we talk about. Don't overload them. Hard and excessive braking causes a lot more heat on that tire, and speed. Pay attention to those speed ratings on the side of the tires. We're pulling RVs, we shouldn't be going that fast anyway. We know it's not a NASCAR race, but make sure you're watching your speed ratings and that you don't exceed them to help keep the temps low on those tires. Make sure you're following the manufacturer's recommendation and using the appropriate tire for your rigs. If you start with the right tire, it's a lot easier to keep everything moving smoothly. Make sure you're inspecting those tires on every single trip. Address it before it becomes a big problem, and don't push your tires too far like I almost did.
Oh man.
Stranger things have happened.
Nah, I'm gonna say they're good.
These are,
The little ears are still on it.
I bought them in 2017, so I think I got my money's worth, if not. Angela's had like 6 pairs of sunglasses to my 1.
I just wish we would have caught you the way that you...
Flip,
Right.
flop.
2017, still rocking.
Nice. Get it remedied. To get it remedied. Why can't I say remedied? We opt for a quick remedy. No. Because I know you'll be hungry once you get done with that. Quit playing with your mic.
Oh,
I gotta save this guy for a second.
you're good.
Oh, yummy flowers. He's happy now.